and the way he made fun of him. Because, you see, anybody who is egoistical, one must make fun of him, then he's all right. Like first he went and when Ravana saw him, he said, "Who are you?" The monkey. So he just pushed his tail towards him and tickled his nose with his tail. So he's the one who makes fun of egoistical people. Now if somebody egoistical tries to trouble you, he's the one, he'll make such fun out of him that you'll be amazed how this fellow was jumping like a Humpty Dumpty has fallen down and has broken his crown. So, see, it is the job of Hanumana to protect you from egoistical people. And also he protects the egoistical people by showing them down, like say Saddam. In the case of Saddam, I just asked Hanumana to do the job, because I know he'll do it. Now, how he has put this Saddam into different circumstances that he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to go, because supposing he says, all right, I'll have war. So the whole of Iraq will be finished. He'll be finished, Kuwait will be finished, all petrol will be finished, all right. Everybody will be in trouble. But what about him? He won't be there too. Because if the Americans have to fight, they'll go in his place and fight. They won't fight in America. He's not going to go to America to fight them. Few Americans may be dead. So now, in this Saddam's brain also Hanumana is working and telling him, now see, mister, if you do like this, then this will happen. He works into the brains of all the politicians, all these egoistical people. And then they get sometimes stunned, sometimes they change their policies, they come round, and that's how they manage. Also, another great quality of Hanumana is that he makes people sort of an arbitrator. He makes people meet each other, and two egoistical people, he will make them meet, and then he'll create such situation that they both become friends and become mild. So his whole character within us acts us to see our ego, discriminate that, oh, this is my ego that is working, and then to become childlike and sweet, mirthful and happy. He's always in a dancing mood. All the time he's dancing, and before Rama he's always bowed down and always wants to do whatever is the desire of Shri Ram. So if Ganesha stands behind me, Hanumana stands here at my feet. And he's there. In the same way, I would say, if Germany has, he has asked me that if Germany can become like Hanumana, then what a dynamic force we have if they become so subservient. And the subservient nature of Hanumana is seen to such an extent that, as you know the story of Sita when she gave a necklace to him and he wouldn't wear it because inside there was no Ram. Once Sita felt that all the time he is around, and so he is sort of cutting out his privacy, her privacy. So she said, now, you can be there only for one work. You need not do every work. He used to do every work of Shri Ram. He said, for one work you should be there, choose whichever work you want to do. He said, only, you see, I would like to be with Shri Ram, that whenever he sneezes, I should do like this. You see, in India, when we sneeze, we have to do like this with this. Because the sneezing is, you see, to avoid all the negativity to go out. So we do like this if you sneeze. Or if you feel sleepy and you yawn, then also we do like that, mostly. So he said, whenever he'll yawn, you allow me just to, this we call it chutki, I don't know what you call this, chutki. Allow me to do this. Sita said, this is something very little work. You see, this fellow then will be out of sight. So he stood there. So he said, now why are you standing here? I'm waiting for that. So how can I go? And that's how she granted. First she granted, all right, given to you this job. Now she can't take it back because she's granted this job. So he's always there like this, standing just to do this to Sri Ram. So I mean the sweetness of the whole thing is that every time, every minute he is subservient, he is attentive, he is there. Also in Sahaja, I have relationships with you as a guru, as a mother, and I don't know, unlimited. But still, these two relationships we know of, that I am your mother and I am your guru. Now as a guru, my main concern is that you should learn all about Sahaja. You should become experts of Sahaja and you should become yourself the gurus. This is the only concern I have. But for that, complete surrender is required. Islam means surrender. So you have to surrender. If you are surrendered, then only you can learn what is the way you will handle Sahaja. Now, even this surrendering is done by Shri Hanumana. He is the one who teaches you how to surrender or makes you surrender. Because egoistical people don't surrender. Then he puts some sort of hurdles or some sort of miracles or some tricks by which then a disciple surrenders himself to the Guru. Otherwise, he is not surrendered. He finds it difficult to surrender. And the force that acts to make him surrender to the Guru is also that of Hanumana. So not that he is only surrendered, but he makes others also to be surrendered. Because because of ego you cannot surrender. So he is the one who fights your ego and he puts it down and makes you surrender. So in his own expression, I would say that what he has shown that there is a very beautiful area of right side. If it is to be perfectly enjoyed, then you should be completely surrendered to your Guru as if you are the servant of that. Whatever you have to do for that Guru, you have to do it. Of course, you must know that your Guru has to give you realization minimum. Otherwise, that's not a Guru. But anybody who has given you the realization, you have to be so surrendered that you should be just like a servant, not to feel shy about it. Like I would have sometimes, I'm going by aeroplane, and sometimes I cannot wear my shoes because they are so swollen up. So normally I would take the shoes in my hands and walk about. But I have seen Sahajogis, they pick up my shoes also and walk with it. And they don't feel shy about it. They just feel so proud that they are carrying my shoes. So one should feel proud that you are doing all these things, that you have a chance to do all these things for your Guru and that you are surrendering to that Guru. You are absolutely only bothered as to how you can serve the Guru, how you can please the Guru, and how you could be closer to that Guru. It doesn't mean physical closeness, but a kind of a rapport, a kind of an understanding. Even those who are away from me can feel me in their heart. And this is what it is, that we have to get this power from Sri Hanumana. Now he is the one who protects also all the deities. He protects. Now there's a difference between Sri Ganesha and him. The Sri Ganesha gives energy, Shakti. But the one who protects is Sri Hanumana. So you'll find that when Sri Krishna was the chariot of Arjuna, then on top of the chariot was sitting Hanumana, not Sri Ganesh. Hanumana was sitting there, looking after him. Also, in a way that Sri Rama himself becomes Sri Vishnu, so he has to look after him. He is an angel, as you know, according to Christian, we should say, according to Bible, that he is the angel called Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is the one who brought the message, because he is always a messenger to Maria. And surprisingly, the words he used were Immaculata Salve. That's my name. My first name is Nirmala, means Immaculata, and surname is Salve. He said those words to her. And today also I was surprised when it came to giving me a present. They found a tea set and dinner set which is called as Maria. So Maria has to do quite a lot with Hanumana all her life. That means Maria is a Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi being the Sita, then Radha. Hanumana has to be there to serve her. And that is why, you see, sometimes people say, Mother, how did you know? Mother, how did you come to know? Mother, how did you send a message? Mother, how did you work it out? Can you imagine? This is Sri Hanumana's headache. He does it. Anything passes through my mind, he just takes it up and is done. Because as I told you, that his whole organization is so well planned. All these messages, from where do they get? Many people say, Mother, I just prayed to you. There was a gentleman whose mother was very sick and he went to see her and she was just going to die with cancer. So he said, I didn't know what to do, so I just prayed to you, Mother, please save my mother. Now, the sincerity of that person, the depth of that person as a Sahajogi, Hanumana knows. He knows what is the weight of this person is. And immediately you will be surprised, within 3 days, the woman was going to die, survived, she got all right. He brought her to Bombay and the doctor said she has no cancer. Many things which you call miracles are done by Sri Hanuman. He is the one who is the doer of miracles. He does miracles also to show how stupid you are, how foolish you are, because he is on the right side. See, he goes to the ego side. Now with the ego, a human being is always become stupid. That's, inevitable. With ego, they become so stupid, oh, what's wrong? And that's why you will find many people doing such stupid things, we can't understand why they do it. They say, what's wrong? What's wrong is that Hanumana doesn't like it, is the point. And then it recoils. When they act stupidly, it recoils. And then they know that we have done such a big mistake or it was all stupid. But sometimes it could be extremely, extremely difficult to retrace back, like the diseases, as I called it, the Yuppies disease, which is now impossible because Hanumana has taken away the electromagnetic force from these people and it doesn't work, it doesn't relate to your conscious mind. So your conscious mind cannot act, it just goes off. Only these people, if they worship Hanumana with the same devotion, then maybe they might be saved. But it's not an easy thing to convince these stupid Yuppies, you see, about anything. They say, we don't believe. So what? So what? You die. What else? That's the only limit. That's the only life left for you, and you do that. There are so many aspects of Hanumana which I could have told you. But for example, for his body, you see, like Shiva is covered with a geru. What you call geru is a That's a kind of a, you know that Geru is a red colored stone which is it is very hot. And supposing with the cold, sometimes you develop those rashes. So if you put Geru, those rashes are covered. Or you get, due to Badha sometimes, some sort of skin diseases which are cured with Geru. Because it is the one which is very hot and it suits you. On the contrary, Sri Ganesha is covered with lead oxide, with a red lead oxide, which is extremely cold. Lead oxide is a very cool thing. If you touch lead, you see the very cool thing. So that lead oxide is used to cover all his body. Is to balance the heat that he has or the effects of heat he has. So we call it in Sanskrit language is called as Sindura, and also in Marathi or Hindi called Shindura. So you must find always this is the color of that thing. So luckily I got this sari in Vienna and I have it very nice for this occasion. So he is always covered with that color, what we call this Sindur color. And lead oxide, though, they say causes cancer. People say that lead oxide can cause you cancer, but it is the lead oxide which is very cool. It can cool you down so much that you can go to the left side. And cancer is a psychosomatic disease, and that might be the reason it might cause, in a very far-fetched way, we can say can cause cancer to you. Because if it is too cold and all that, and then you go to the left side, and the left side you can catch the viruses by which you can get into troubles. So, but the same lead oxide is all right for people who are very right-sided. For them, if it is put on their agya, it cools them down. They are cooled down. And it's very good for them to put on their agya so that they are cooled down. Their anger goes down, their temper goes down, and it's a very good thing. So he is the one who cures our anger. He is the one who cures our hastiness, our speediness, our aggressiveness. He is the one who does it. Now he played a trick on Hitler. How? Hitler was using Shri Ganesha as a symbol. So this swastika was made in a clockwise manner. Then Hanumana played a trick on him. What he did, he made the stencil which they were using for making the, making the swastika. He put it some or other, he made it in such a way that they said we should use the other side. As soon as they used the other side, it's Hanumana's trick. I suggested to him, but he played the trick. They started using Ganesha from the other side. The same Ganesha about whom Sri Hanumana was worried, how can he surpass Sri Ganesha? Because he is the eldest, and how can you go beyond him? And he is the deity, but Hanumana is an angel. So, as soon as the trick was played, then both of them put together stopped Hitler from winning. This is how the trick was played. So all these little tricks, you see, are there. Once I remember I had my puja in Germany. And Germany is the place where these tricks are played very much by Hanumana, because I told you that they are the ones who require him the most. So there was a puja, and in the puja, by mistake they put it the other way down, by mistake. I didn't see, I always watch very carefully, but I don't know why that day I didn't see it. It must be also Hanumana's trick. And when I saw, I said, oh God, where is it going to now hurt? Where is it going to work out? Which country it is going to hit? It did not hit Germany, it hit England. Because England I've worked so hard there, and they have been so negligent about Sahaja Yoga, so lethargic about it, that it just went and hit there. So he's the one who goes like a torrential rain, or can go like a speedy, very speedy tempest and destroy things. So he works out all these things through his electromagnetic forces. So all the matter is under his control. All the matter is under his control. And he's the one who creates rain for you, who creates sun for you, he creates breeze for you. He's the one who does all these things just to have a proper puja, to have a proper meeting. Everything he works out so beautifully, and nobody even knows that it is Shri Hanumana who has done it, and we should thank Shri Hanumana all the time. For the today's thing, I mean, if I have to talk about him, I'll take hours together. But only thing I have to say that it's such a blessing I feel that we have this in this palace, Shri Hanumana's Puja, because he was always a very majestic deity or an angel, and that in a place where it is so majestic and beautifully done, everything is there, and he would like that. He is not a sannyasi type of a person. He's not an ascetic. Normally right-sided people are ascetic. They become Bauhaus, they'll make right-sided people. We'll have everything simple. They would like to shave off their nose also if possible on the faces. So, you see, the other way around, Hanumana is not. Hanumana likes beauty, he likes decorativeness, and he makes people non-ascetic. So, Hanumana gives you this kind of thing. But many people who are worshippers of Hanumana always say that those ladies should never go and take the darshan of Hanuman because Hanumana is a brahmachari. Is the one who doesn't want women to see him, because he doesn't wear full clothes and he has very little clothes on himself, so he doesn't want women to see him. But if women think he's just a child, then it's just the same. But this idea, I think the people don't have, that he's a child. What is for a child? How many clothes he wears or doesn't matter. And then he's a monkey. The monkeys are not supposed to wear clothes. So whatever he wears is quite a lot. And it doesn't give you even the feeling at all that he's in any way nude or anything. But you just see such a sweet form of him. Such a sweet form. I wish sometimes you get his photograph also, as you have got the photographs of Shri Ganesha. Then you will really fall in love with it. It's such a sweet thing. And though he is so huge and so big, and though he has nails, but when he caresses my feet, he pulls back his nails. He is so gentle, extremely gentle, and very beautifully he caresses my feet. And I have seen him, the way he handles everything is extremely gentle ways. So that's what I feel, that now Germans are becoming very gentle in handling things, in handling people. This change is coming, and I think is the blessing of Hanumana on them. May God bless you. So today, we need not do Ganesh Puja, though once you can wash my feet with some song, because always before every puja one has to do Ganesh Puja, but need not be that elaborate.